A teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. A lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its own flame. My name is Vishal Gajanan Signapurkar and I am the headmaster of Government High School Merses and Government High School Killavada Chimbel. Currently, the Indian education system, the basis of which is the pre-primary and primary education, right from the cradle to the grave, all our activities are controlled and fashioned by science. Primary education is the stage where curiosity and foundational understanding of science begin. Hence, we all thought of connecting with our primary schools as instilling scientific concepts and inquiry at an early stage nurtures lifelong learning. Vigyan Setu is one such educational outreach program designed to ignite curiosity and connect science with everyday life. Vigyan Setu is a science bridge between the government high school and all the government primary schools in the Tiswadi Taluka in Goa. This initiative fosters a sense of wonder and exploration, encouraging young learners to ask questions, seek answers, and experiencing the joy of discovery. Together, we are building a bridge that connects curiosity to knowledge and blends the modern science with awareness of Indian knowledge system, cultivating love for nature and empowering the next generation of thinkers and innovators. In this journey to Vigyan Setu, our high school teachers travelled to all the 32 primary schools under Directorate of Education and one Juvenile Justice Care, that is Apna Ghar, state-run children's home under Directorate of Women and Child Department. The dedicated team of high school teachers balancing their regular workload have touched the lives of 1,000 plus students and more than 100 teachers across government primary school, and it gives me immense pleasure and confidence to say that if you decide, then yes, you can be that change.
As a teacher, I am so excited to share my experience of visiting schools to conduct science experiments through Vigyan Setu. Actually, the visits have been incredible opportunities for us. This was completely a different experience. I am so grateful that we got chance to touch the length and breadth of Tiswadi Taluka. With every visit, we were welcomed with smile, curiosity, and endless excitement. The joy in eyes of those children, their laughter, and their sense of wonders were truly amazing. It reminds us why we do what we do. Through Vigyan Setu, we conducted simple and impactful experiment that shows how world is around us. In the water we drink, the air we breathe, and the food we eat. This was not just science, they were the moments of discovery. We heard students saying, "Wow, this was amazing." And in those moments, we knew we had planted a seed of curiosity and love for learning. But this journey wasn't without its challenges. There were moments of doubts, time when obstacles seemed too big to overcome. Yet, our motivation and enthusiasm never flattered. We believed in our vision that every child has the potential to become a scientist, an inventor, or a creator of change. And that belief carried us forward stronger and more determined than ever. Vigyan Setu is more than an initiative, it's a collaboration of dreams and possibilities.
Hello everyone, I am Visharat Rohidas Veluskar, a science teacher from Government High School, Killavada, Chimbel. Science is such a subject that it has its roots connected to our day-to-day activities. Understanding this connection builds up knowledge and understanding of science among us. Through Vigyan Setu, as mentioned by the teachers earlier, we conducted a series of scientific experiments in primary school that showed a great success in implementing interest and curiosity about the subject of science among the primary school children. These kids considered us teachers as magicians, but we ourselves called as Vigyan Mitras. The experiments were fun to the kids, thus they observed the procedure carefully with great interest. We would tell the kids to go home and try some of these experiments, and they would actually do. And during our next visit, they would come to us with great excitement and tell us about how successfully they got the desired result about the experiments. Also, there were kids who discovered different ways of doing the same experiment. Along with different scientific experiments, we also included the concept of Indian knowledge systems, which includes yoga, its benefits, simple yogasanas, Ayurveda, information about different medicinal plants, and historical stories about Vedas. We also implemented our Vigyan Geet in primary school, which is about honoring the contribution of different Indian scientists in the field of science. In between, we conducted different Vigyan Khel, which help us in active participation of all the students. Throughout this journey, we noticed many students developing scientific attitude, knowledge and interest about the science and implementing the same in their day-to-day life.
I am Nageshrao Sardesai from Government High School Killavada. Government High School Killavada Chimbel and Government High School Mercies jointly, collaboratively decided to have a program called Vigyan Setu. This was the brainchild of the headmaster of both these schools, that is Vishal Signapurkar sir. He decided to have this concept of going to different schools in Tiswadi Taluka as a pilot project and experimenting with the students. Now the experiments were basically magic shows. All these teachers who were part of it were basically not science teachers. They were of different backgrounds. The idea is to get these people into science and also to go to different schools and meet those primary teachers and primary students and show experiments, do experiments, which were basically magic shows. And the magic show had science behind it. Once they realized that there is no magic, everything is science, they started enjoying science, they started loving science, and they in fact started asking us when you are coming the next time. And it happened with all 33 schools in Tiswadi Taluka. So that was a turning point, and we scaled it up with having different songs of science to be taught to the students. At the same time, we told the teachers there to make a project along with those primary students, so that the primary students are also involved in making projects, and they were science projects. These science projects will be, the culmination will be in a science exhibition, probably in the last week of February. The whole idea again is to involve the teachers, the students, the parents, as well as the community to build up interest in science and inculcate that sense of scientific temper. The whole idea again is to have Shushrutas and have Aryabhattas back again in the system, which we were missing. And I think this is the best part of Vigyan Setu. Again, the name itself is Vigyan Setu. We are building bridges. We are building bridges of science to take science to the common man and have interest in science, so that there is scientific temper all around the country, beginning with Tiswadi Taluka.
Thank the Killavada school and Meshri school for coming here and showing our students the various experiments, science experiments, which we usually don't show at school because it's a primary level school. Because of these experiments, our students got very engrossed in seeing those experiments, and they were very excited to do them, to come here on front and perform them, and they were very excited to know what is the science behind all these experiments. And they themselves performed those experiments at home also, many of them, and they tried, and they are more eager to see more and more experiments from here. Thank you once again.